is any kind of lateral raises are going to be entirely fine, because all your elbow is really doing is just kind of, stabilizing and holding in place, and lateral when you train your lateral delts, it's not heavy weight, so it's really not putting the elbow under any real stress. Now, with something like forearms, again, easy because it doesn't involve the elbow at all, right? Like if you're doing wrist curls and you have it lying against the bench, your elbow doesn't really have anything to do with that movement. Now, curling, I'm not sure, and that's where I'm going to test it. I'm going to start very light, almost like I'm just trying to get a bit of blood flowing, very, very careful warming up, and I'll see. I suspect curls will be fine as long as I'm not curling like a maniac, very heavy weight overloading and swinging it around. But if it's slightly lighter weight, maybe slightly higher reps, shouldn't be a problem. But then again, it goes back to being sensible and experimenting, right? Like, I'm not going in expecting success with the curls. I'm going in open-minded. It might not work, and then in which case, don't force the issue, just abandon doing curls. Similarly, with any kind of pulling motion, I suspect it could aggravate it depending on if my elbow's already a little bit inflamed. Like earlier, when I had to abandon my session, I'd first done pressing, and then as I was doing pull-ups, my elbow was giving me discomfort. However, I'm curious whether if I start with pulling, whether my elbow would give me much discomfort. So really, that leaves pressing kind of on the chopping block, which is any vertical or horizontal pressing, so overhead, bench, etc. I think that's done, because if bench inflamed it, I'm sure overhead will also inflame it. So that's currently what I'm thinking, and I'm mostly okay with that, right? Like if I can actually train back and biceps too, side delts are kind of the main showy shoulder muscle, so that's okay. Chest is really what's going to take a bit of not a beating, what's the term? It's just, yeah, it's the one that's going to lag behind. So yeah, maybe once this elbow's feeling better, I have kind of a chest specialization phase to just not make up for it, because really in the space of like a week or two, because I doubt this is going to be a long-term injury, I'm very confident that you're not making any substantial gains anywhere else. So that's, you're not going to have some imbalance over the space of a couple of weeks. But yeah, maybe just for fun, I'll use that as an excuse to really hammer my chest for a while. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to share some of my thought process. And as you see, it's not a very confident thought process, in that like I'm figuring things out, and if I learn anything interesting, I'll certainly report back to you. But as of now, I'm somewhat confident about what I said about still being able to train back and bodies, and then I'm just gonna have to experiment and see. So yeah, I hope that's useful to you all.